first one is that employees become impatient. They want to have accelerated career paths. They want to have multiple career paths. They want to see progress, not only from traditional pathing, but also from paths that are technical. They want to be promoted and to have an impact in the organization. Only because they have the specialization and the expertise. Also, we have seen a new trend which is related to the internal job hopping opportunities. Employees want to have a great mobility. They know their skills and they want to move in job families that they have similar characteristics. Another concept which is missing, it's called, actually it's not missing, but it's not where it should be, it's called neo-working. Neo-working refers to the new ways of working, but not only relates to flexible schedules, to remote working, but also to the physical environment. As you all know, there is a strong debate if employees should come back to the office or if they should remain doing teleworking, regardless of what the situation is, because there is not right or wrong. I would say that when employees are coming back to the office, they don't want to see the same office that they saw before. They want a modern office. They want a place where they will be able to innovate, to communicate, to create communities, to work cross-functionally. So the neo-working is here to stay, and I think a lot of things need to happen on this direction. Actually, this is what we're doing in Alpha Bank by renovating most of our buildings, especially the central building in Athens, in order to provide the employees a new atmosphere, a new way of working also in the physical space. I will move forward and say that something that it is very important and nowadays is super critical is that we need to have purposeful brands. We need to have meaningful, inclusive work. There are many organizations that they are claiming that they are purpose-led. In most of the cases, this is not the case. And to be completely honest, now that we are living in an era where people want to see that organizations do not exist only for profit and selling, but they exist for social impact, this comes as a first priority for us. In Alpha Bank, the last couple of years, we worked to operationalize the purpose and values, because it's not just a tagline, it's not just a couple of words that you can see on the walls. The most important thing is to make possible to embed these values in everyday reality and to make people feel that the organization has really a purpose. I will move forward to the compensation topic, which is the hot topic, of course, all across the years. I haven't met anybody ignoring the compensation part, but especially in banks nowadays, there is an increased need for transparency in whatever is relating to remuneration practices. And this is something which is actually regulated. We see that EBA guidelines that they published recently, they asked from us to be completely transparent and to communicate what is happening, the level of the positions, the weight of the positions, and also the remuneration which accompanied that. A last point which I will mention, and I think it was covered before in the previous panel talking about generation gap, it is related to something else that the young people need, and this is a sense of self-agency. What self-agency means is that employees want to have control on their own thinking, their own behaviors. They don't accept so easily to be controlled. They are not so easy communicating with elders. Elders are not experts for them. Experience does not mean necessarily that they are more sophisticated or that they know more. So that leads, unfortunately, to what we called a multi-generational gap. And in Alpha Bank, we launched recently a new diversity, equity, and inclusion strategy, where one of the pillars is related to multi-generational diversity. I don't think that organizations have found the mechanism in order to bring this gap, to close this gap, and to make employees feel comfortable. In a summary, I would say that we have seen progress. Many of the expectations of the employees have been fulfilled, but there is a lot of work to be done, especially in Greek organizations, because it's not so easy. Things are very difficult.